Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me. I'm Darcy Kempton with Simply Stunning Spaces, and today I'm about to take you into the home of a very good friend and client of mine, Bruce Buffer. You may or may not recognize him as the world-famous announcer from the UFC, and I'm sure you know his brother, Michael Buffer, the Let's Get Ready to Rumble guy. Yeah, that's them. Together, they are an amazing duo of entrepreneurs with very interesting lives. So of course, HBO Sports wants to come film a special on them. But before we can let the film crews in, I wanted to make sure my client's home was simply stunning. So let's make sure Bruce is home.
Hello.
Hey Bruce, it's Darcy.
Hey Darcy, come on into my newly designed Cosba.
Oh, I think I hear Bruce on the phone. While we're waiting, let's take a sneak peek into the living room. The great thing about Bruce's living room was that he had so many amazing things to work with already. And really, it just took a few small changes for us to have an entirely new living room. All of the posters on the wall are collectibles, and this chair over here, this is his favorite chair. It's extremely comfortable, so we definitely didn't want to get rid of it. But one of my favorite things to do is to add a contrasting welt to the fabric. So this gives it a really designer look, and it's really just as comfortable as it ever was. So that's Bruce's favorite thing, but my favorite thing is this oversized floor lamp. Since Bruce is always in the spotlight, I couldn't think of anything more fitting to illuminate the room. Now, my original plan was to go with a manufactured one that I'd seen, but Bruce loves collectibles and antiques way too much. So I found this amazing spotlight straight from Walt Disney Productions. And better yet, it had the perfect place for all these old scripts I had found that Bruce was in. Here's one that he did with friends signed by the cast. Pretty cool, huh? No family room or living room is complete without pictures of the family and friends that you love most. So this is a little vignette that we created for Bruce. You can do this in your own home. Simply find a dedicated wall in a hallway or a stairwell is usually really good. And then don't forget about things that smell good as well. Find your favorite scents and put those in the room as well. Sounds like Bruce is done with this phone call, so let's head on upstairs.
Hey, there's my designer, or should I say the designer to the stars. Ladies and gentlemen, from Simply Stunning Spaces, Darcy Kempton!
Hey, Bruce. So great to see
Thanks
you.
for everything.
Thanks for wearing turquoise today.
Well, you know, I figured when in Rome, do as Rome is good, right?
One thing about my office, it's all collectibles, as you know. You've helped me downsize without getting rid of anything, but downsize so it's more appreciative when I look around and for people coming into my office, which I'm really excited about, and I thank you for that. So from a visual sense, we're in sports and entertainment. I happen to manage my brother's career, who's the famous Michael Buffer of Let's Get Ready to Rumble fame, and of course I announced the UFC, and we've had long-standing careers in sports and entertainment, so we've done a lot of great things. At the same time, we've experienced a lot of great experiences. As an example, childhood dreams come true, such as our own action figures, like my little mini BB here, down to scale. We've made toys and products with the Let's Get Ready to Rumble brand, such as Rumble Robots, which was a huge, huge seller in its day. Also the Ready to Rumble electronic boxing ring, which you can see pictures right over here, with Michael's action figure in the middle. You put on boxing gloves, and when you throw a punch, your figure in the ring throws a punch. Also, I've traveled to so many different events that I've had the chance to collect more from my collection, such as when I was at the Hall of Fame in 1997 for the NFL, and I had a ball and program signed by everybody that was there, which was absolutely an amazing thing to have done. And here's an example of my other collecting, where these are wax packs, which we all bought as kids for 5 cents. They have a little piece of gum in them, but these are from the 1950s. There's cards in here that if you pulled out the right card would be worth $10,000, $20,000. Random House honored me last year by releasing my biography, which is a lot more than just talk about the UFC. It's about life, love, and pursuit of happiness. It's got excitement, everything else in it. Even have a chapter to all the girls I've loved before, which I had to condense a little bit. And my office would not be what it should be without the championship belt of the UFC. There it is.
There's one last room in the house I haven't showed them, which is my favorite.
Becoming my favorite too.
Yeah?
All
Good.
right.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Let's just grab our sunglasses.
Yeah. I got mine right here because I know we're going out there. Okay. Oh, my beautiful new chair. So comfortable. Yeah.
Are you loving it out here? Or what?
Yeah, I am. It's funny. I've lived here for 15 years, and I feel like I suddenly realized how to furnish my house, which I kind of feel great about. At the same time, I feel kind of like that about, but such as being a bachelor and a guy.
Bruce, I think I mentioned, but I'm working on my first book right now, and I'm doing it just because I want to help homeowners. A lot of times I meet with people and they're just kind of stuck in overwhelm and they don't know where to start because decorating their home seems like such a huge project. And I thought that was something you might be able to relate to. Could you just share some advice? Would you have any advice you could give our viewers here today?
Yeah, one of the hardest things that people have to experience, especially as we get older, is change. One of the hardest things we experience for people that are hoarders or people that save a lot of stuff is releasing things and letting them go. I found that once I broke through that barrier with your help, that I was easily able to store things instead of keeping them out in the open, and it was okay if I couldn't look at them. I was okay to throw away certain things, realizing, hey, you know what? It's not really needed anymore. I could handle the change of my living environment.
Before we go, I just have one last thing. It's a little gift box to pass along because referrals are really important to me. So if you have any other bachelors that you know that could use a Bachelor Pad makeover.
Oh, very cool, yeah.
It's great for newlyweds. I get a lot of people who do this as wedding gifts. Or somebody's buying a new home, this is a great gift to give them. It's a free 2-hour consultation just so I can help steer them in the right direction and give them a little guidance to kind of help take that first step towards having a home they truly love. So
I've got a couple of people in mind already, and when they come over here, I'm going to put this in a key place because I guarantee you I'll have a great reference for you. You deserve it, and I'm happy to give it. I mean, sincerely, it's fantastic.
All right, everyone, that's it for today. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you really enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more episodes on DesignTube.tv. But don't forget, you don't need to be a world-famous announcer to get the help of Simply Stunning Spaces. Just go to our website, simplystunningspaces.net, or give me a call at 888-998-STUNNING.